Hey guys, Triple H guy 2004. Back here with doing my. I've been sending out some feelers, and I got about 15 questions. Some of them I asked myself, just to make me think about some stuff, and I came up with some pretty good questions on my own. I got about I don't know, about 12 that were people that asked me, and about 3 that I asked myself. So I'll get right into this. From first one from the 420 Gooning. 3 top favorite finishers. I like the shooting star press that Billy Kidman did. A pedigree done by Triple H. And a tombstone or a regular pile driver. The tombstone done by The Undertaker and Kane, of course. And I like Jerry Lawler's pile driver as well. A lot of people did the pile driver, but those are some of the favorites that I remember. This one from Keno Kevin on Twitter. If you had a DeLorean and could travel back in time, which wrestling event would you attend? I said WrestleMania 14. I always regret not going to that. That was in Boston, Mass. That was of course, when Stone Cold won the WWF title. I always regret going to that. So if I could go back in time, I'd go to that. Or WrestleMania 3, of course. This is my friend on Facebook and Twitter. Sorry if I butcher your last name, Luke Wachowski. What's your favorite WrestleMania and why? WrestleMania 17, just overall, I mean, you had Stone Cold Steve Austin go up against The Rock. You had Triple H versus The Undertaker. You had a lot of good matches. You had the TLC match. You had the hardcore match. You had the gimmick battle royal, even though that was some kind of white. It was pretty good, I thought. Just that event. And WrestleMania 18, because it helped me not helped me, but it made me forget for a little while my grandfather's passing. That was that weekend of WrestleMania 18. So that helped me get through his passing a little bit. Just helped me get away from it for a little while, even just for a little while. And also, who is the best wrestler that I've met? I was going to say Ted DiBiase, but since I met Mick Foley, I would put him at the top of my list as the best wrestler that I've met. Really nice guy. Of course, you can see my video. My other friend, David Rivera, thoughts on the WWE as a whole in 2013. I think we've gotten some good matches. Brock Lesnar, Triple H. We've gotten CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan's been pretty good. We're going to get another match from them coming up. I liked some of their storylines. Some of their storylines I could care less about. What other ones did he ask? And what's on my thoughts on TNA right now? TNA is okay, I guess. The matches are good. I don't like how they're not having any pay-per-views going on, but their matches are good. Some of their storylines are good. I don't like the Aces and Eights. I don't know what's going on with Hulk Hogan. He seems to be up in the air. I don't know what I think about this Dixie Carter turning heel. My good friend Kevin Marston. Is that it right now? Yeah. Kevin Marston asks, what's wrong with John? John is a friend of ours, or kind of sort of friend of ours. That is, he's kind of a user. He's a, pathological liar. He abuses people, like not physically, but mentally. I mean, he just uses people. He might be bisexual, I don't know. But, honestly, I don't like him, but he's my friend. I knew him since high school, so I kind of deal with him sometimes. My friend Billy Thompson, or what other ones did he ask? Oh, my first show attended that I attended live, I believe it was in Manchester. It was in Manchester, New Hampshire. It was either 87 or 89. I remember the main event was a steel cage match with Hulk Hogan, and I believe it was the Big Boss Man. No, it wasn't Hulk Hogan. It was somebody else. King Kong Bundy and Big Boss Man in a steel cage. That's who it was. And it wasn't Hulk Hogan. It was King Kong Bundy. And what other favorite show that I attended live? Backlash 2005, because that was my first pay-per-view. And in Manchester, New Hampshire, again. And who's going to be the next big thing in WWE? I think Bray Wyatt's going to be a big breakout star soon. And Mickey Keegan, who is Axel Keegan, who was Max Bauer in Chaotic Wrestling. I really like this guy, and I hope he gets a shot in the WWE, and I think he's going to be something big. Just my personal opinion. We'll see how it pans out. Billy Thompson, my other friend, WrestleMania that appeared. This is the guy that appeared in my Mick Foley video. Billy Thompson, WrestleMania fantasy picks for matches. Well, fantasy picks for WrestleMania doesn't have to be this year, WrestleMania in particular. So, I'll say my fantasy pick for a WrestleMania match, it doesn't even have to be this year, would be John Cena versus The Undertaker. So, that would be my fantasy pick for WrestleMania. From Jekko Knight, who is your current favorite wrestler? I really am very impressed with Damien Sandow. Not a lot of people like his current state in the WWE, but I do. And if I could pick a dream match, what kind of match would it be and why? And with what superstars? Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk 60-minute Iron Man match. That would just be epic. I really don't have to elaborate too much further on how epic that would be. And that would happen at WrestleMania 30. My dad asked a few questions. What is the one gimmick that most fans that disliked you that you actually enjoyed watching? Some of the gimmicks that I liked watching that maybe somebody didn't really like was the Undertaker American Badass gimmick. I really liked that. What other some? I've always liked Triple H, obviously, so I like him when he's heel or face. Some people don't like him as a face. Some of his runs as a face, but I have. What other gimmicks that I didn't like, that people didn't like, that I seem to like? I like the oddities. I know a lot of people. Some people didn't like them. I liked how they came out with ICP. I was really a big fan of ICP. I like their music. Some of their music, not all of it. But what other gimmicks did I like that maybe somebody didn't like? I really liked IRS. I always liked IRS. Some people didn't like him, but I always liked that gimmick. That's about it on the gimmicks. That was a good question, Dad. What is my favorite match that I've seen live or on tape? Oh, WrestleMania 28, Hell in the Cell, favorite match live. On tape, I'll say Macho Man versus Ricky Steamboat on tape. Good question, Dad. For my good friend Stevie Breach, what's the least important title match of Battleground? I think that's title match. Or least important match. I'll say Curtis Axel versus R-Truth IC title match. Who is my favorite TNA star that I've met? These are the questions that I came up with. TNA star that I've met, Jeff Hardy. Even though he was in WWE, I really liked him. I met him in TNA. What's my favorite segment I've seen live? I really liked, I guess my favorite segment, Sentimental Reasons, is Edge's retirement. I saw that live in Bridgeport, Connecticut in 2011 in April. What's the top 5 indie matches that I've seen? Tommy Dreamer versus Mark Sherman, Malonis and Hansen versus Fury, Brian Fury, Todd Hansen versus Brian Fury, Brian Malonis versus Todd Hansen versus Brian Fury in a ladder match, triple threat for the chaotic New England title. What other matches have I seen live in indie? These are all going to be probably from chaotic, because that's basically the only thing I've seen. Actually, the next one was a show that I saw. It was Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Greg the Hammer Valentine versus the Barbarian and somebody else. I think it was Lobster Man, I think. And Ted DiBiase was in the corner of in one of the corners. It was a really good match. Indie matches that I've seen live. I really liked the battles that I've seen of Gino Martino and what the hell's the guy? The Logan brothers and John Poe is the guy's name. They've seen 2 matches of them and really like them so far. And my favorite match, table match, it was a tables match. It was the WFA Wrestle Federation of America, no longer an organization. It was in Laconia, New Hampshire. It was the Golden Greek Alex Arion, one of my good friends, versus a guy that's no longer with us, Mofo Steve Bradley. It was a tables match. It was a really good match. What's my favorite group of people to watch wrestling with? My favorite group of people, of course, is my dad to watch wrestling with. And I had a group of guys at the trade school that I went to, the Penobscot Job Corps, up in Bangor, Maine. Their names were, for a while, it was Georgia. There was a group of them. Adam, I think, watched it while. The main group was Steve Moody, Justin Denbo, myself, and there was another person. I can't remember. That was the main 3 group. Myself, Shane Morley watched it for a while with me. So, yeah, that was my main group. Steve Moody, Justin Denbo, myself. And that was my favorite group of people to watch wrestling with. And then, of course, like I said, my dad. What do you think will be the main event for WrestleMania 30? This is another friend, Kevin Marston. He already sent me a question. So I answered this one to fill out my Q&A. For WrestleMania 30, I would like to see Brock Lesnar versus The Rock. That would be my main event for WrestleMania 30 if it can happen. Alright, this is Triple H Guy 2004. This is my Q&A vid. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for all the people that send in questions. And I'll see you guys later. Triple H Guy 2004. Peace.